Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's the Michael Myers. Welcome back to a brand new live stream. I know it's kind of late, but just decided to go live real quick. We're gonna see what's up. Yeah, I also know it's Sunday too. It's Easter today. Um, so yeah, I mean, pretty much just a little quick Easter little live stream or whatever. Happy Easter to all of you guys, if you guys celebrated or not. Hope you guys had a great Sunday, man. I mean, you guys already know, man. Sundays usually, kind of the, relaxing days, you could say. I mean, I had the day off, just got home not too long ago. And yeah, man, so decided to go live real quick. It's been a while since I've been live like this late. And I know everyone's going back to school now too. Um, so now I understand, not much people are gonna be up right now. Uh, but yeah, man. I mean, just another regular Sunday for me. Um, haven't really didn't really do much this week. I mean, I did watch a few films. I did finish editing one of the costume tests, which is the Friday the 13th Part 4 costume test. That should be dropping sometime this week for sure. Um, it's a little costume test. I'm not gonna lie, the Part 4 costume test I had a lot of fun doing it, man. I actually do like this costume test. There's a few costume tests I've done in the past that really like you could, you look back at them and you say you could have done a little better. There's a lot of those for sure. And honestly, in my perspective, I feel like um the more costume tests you do, the more you improve. I feel like I improved the more I do, So each costume test, I feel like it's an improvement. You know what I mean? Than the previous. Uh, but yeah, but I'm saying with this one, Friday the 13th Part 4, I had a lot of fun with, man, because it was that costume I've always been trying to put it together, for a while now, and it was fun. It was really fun doing it. Even though I didn't really for this costume, it's gonna be like a quick, a pretty quick one. I didn't really go to too many locations. It's gonna be like, just the overlook view of the costume. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I really did like how it came out. I'm not gonna lie, I like how it came out. Not just the costume test itself, but the cosplay, the costume itself. It came out pretty good. Um, I know there's a few more touches I could do, but we'll probably save that for an update. Yo, Johnny, what's up, man? Happy Easter, man. Happy Easter. Likewise, man. Uh, I mean, for me, to be honest, it's kind of like another regular Sunday, just another day. Don't really do much, but I know a lot of people do really like celebrate it. I've seen a lot of people like post about it today. So yeah, I mean, it should be a fun day. It should be a fun day like every Sunday, right? So hope you guys had a good one, man. I mean, like I said, I just got home not too long ago. I was kind of busy out today, um, with family and stuff like that. Like I said, this week I haven't really gotten much. Like I was gonna show you some new scores. Do I have some new scores? Well, I really don't, man. I don't think I have. I don't. The last new score was the Jigsaw Robe, which I did do a video on. Make sure you guys check it out. I did do a little review on it. The reason I did the Jigsaw Robe, I have it right here. Here, I'll show you guys. Um, the reason I did a video on it, dude, because I've mentioned it plenty of times. I was never gonna get the Jigsaw Robe um, by Trigger Tree Studios because of the simple fact that it really it runs kind of small. It really doesn't. It doesn't. It was kind of like a letdown to a lot of people. That's the reason I never, got it as quick. It's just another cheap Halloween costume, dude. But I get it. Trick or Treat Studios, mass produced, right? But here it is, dude. Like I said, it runs kind of small. Where's the damn hood? Here it is. And I did do. I haven't tried it on. Well, I did try it on, but I haven't gotten some custom test shots. I do plan on doing that with the pig mask. But like I said, dude, in this is a one size fits most. So, um, but it runs, like I said, it runs kind of small. Like it kind of fits like a medium, a large size. And me, I'm like an extra large. Two extra large on a good day. Um, but I mean, it does the trick. Like I said in the video, in the review, I could make something out of this. At least some, shots. I know. Like I said, I tried it on. It barely fits, but we're gonna make something out of it for sure, man. Definitely can't wait to do that. At least a few shots of the costume test. Um, but like I said, man, my next one is gonna be the Friday the 13th Part 4. You guys know I had a bust of it right here. Had a little bust of it, but since I did the costume test, I had to remove the mask and everything, so it's all like I gotta put it back together. Got my custom Part 4 mask. You know what? I've actually done a few hockey masks in the past. This Roy Burns is a custom one, but this is actually my very first custom hockey mask that I was actually proud of. That I actually liked the final product, because the only issue with this thing is that in the process of before I even painted this Part 4 mask, I was on the sink, trying to sand the mask off and everything. I accidentally dropped it, and I dropped it nose down, and there's like it kind of broke right there in the nose area, as you guys can see. So there's like a hole right there. But if you guys look at the Part 4 mask, he actually has quite some damage in the nose area, even though it's not broken. But I mean, you really can't tell. In my opinion, you can't really tell. If you look at the Part 4 mask, he does have some damage in the nose. But I mean, I really like how this thing came out. I do want to get back to making more hockey masks, man. I really want to complete the Friday hockey mask collection. That's something I've been on the work for a while now. So, oh yeah, man, for sure. This Ghostface hanging prop right here, got this at Walmart a couple years ago. Pretty cool. I know some of the older ones from like the 90s, from like the 2000s, they do go for quite a bit of money. So I remember when I saw this at Walmart a few years ago, I instantly, went for it because, I don't know, I just feel like it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool Halloween decoration and stuff like that. I might move it. I might put it like probably here in the middle. That'll probably be cool. Like I said, the horror collection will be coming soon. Gonna be laying this whole thing out. I have laid some stuff out here. Still on the works for it. Got my Exorcist right here. Kind of dark. The mask. I will be changing this poster. I don't know, man. I love Scarface, but I kind of got bored of this poster already. I will be changing that. Got some stuff right here. Of course, the main, got some figures displayed right here. So I've definitely been trying to, get the horror collection rolling, man. Like I said, I think it might come out a little sooner than Halloween. Even though Halloween is the perfect time to do the horror collection update, but I might do it a little bit sooner. So I really can't wait to show you guys, man. Like I said, I've been trying to hit a few different Halloween stores and stuff like that, and I want to live stream it, man. I was actually trying to do it this week, this past week, but didn't have the chance to. But I will be definitely getting I definitely will be trying this week for sure. I think this week I might be a little bit more free. I don't know if you guys, remember on the past few live streams, I did mention I was trying to go to the these Halloween stores, man, or a few different shops that carry some pretty badass Halloween stuff, especially some of their newest stuff they have came out with. For example, NECA and Trick or Treat Studios. There's a few shops around my area that carry all the brand new stuff. So I will be heading there this week. Like I said, this week I might be a little bit more free. So I will be heading there. I'm gonna live stream it. I've done a few excuse me. I have done a few videos on this Halloween Town store. It's called Halloween Town, but there's a few shops around it that I will be hitting. There's a lot more cool shit, man. So there's a little museum, there's a little used DVD store around the block. So we'll definitely be taking you guys there, man. I feel like I'm gonna do it live. I feel like it might do a little better, because sometimes when you do just a simple video, you gotta edit it, put the pieces together right. Does take some time. So I will be trying to do it, in one video or in one live. I will say, simply because all the stores that I'm trying. There's like a good 2-3 stores I'm gonna try to go to, and they're all on the same block. They're all on the same boulevard, so there will be no issue. There's just like a minute or two walk. So yeah, I definitely will be live streaming that. Like I said, my next live stream, not my next live stream, my next that will be my next live stream, most likely. But my next costume test will be the Friday the 13th part 4. So stay tuned for that, dude. I already have a line of costume tests ready. After the part 4, it will most likely be Halloween 6, man. I know I've done a Halloween 6 costume test before, but now I actually have the gray coveralls, so I will be do have them somewhere over there in the collection. I actually have a pair of some gray coveralls, so I will be doing a Halloween 6 costume update. Can't wait for it, dude. You guys know, man. Halloween 6 has grown on me. We got Halloween 6 figure right here. NECA's latest figure. Yeah, man, it's definitely grown on me, and I can't wait to do that costume test. I've actually gotten a few shots of the H6 costume test, but I haven't finished it. With the Halloween 6 one, I want to take it outside. I want to get a few different shots, so I can't wait for that, man. Of course, another one, the Rob Zombie costume test, and of course the 2009 one, man. Recently got this mask right here. I definitely wanna, get the costume rolling for this bad boy, because I know it's kind of complicated. I know, because it's like a whole different. The jacket is weird. It's like 2 different jackets he wears. Definitely quite a strange cosplay when it comes to the 2009. But I love this mask, dude. I'm glad I picked it up. I spent $100 on the hood. And I loved it. I honestly thought I was gonna get ripped off. I thought it was gonna be like a cheap hood or something, but it managed to do the trick, dude. I still need to display it like somewhere better. Still need to get a better, diorama or whatever going for it. But I love this piece, dude. One of my favorites in my collection. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's one of the main things I've been focusing on as of lately, is the costume tests for sure. You know what I was also thinking of? I might complete this collection, man. The Your Next collection. You guys know, man, these masks. I love this movie. It came out like in 2013, right? That's kind of like my era when I was growing up. So I love Your Next. I mean, even if you watch, I actually watched it like a month or two ago. It still does its trick. It is kind of I will say, it is kind of a slow burn in some way, but overall, I just like and I know at that time when it came out, it was kind of more, a lot of these movies were cracking, like the whole home invasion movies, The Strangers, and all that. So it definitely was one of those films. But I think to me, what I loved about it, like, I remember being hyped about it, man. I remember watching like TV spots and actually trying to go to the movies to watch it. But the main standout, like I said, was like the masks, man. The masks the killers wore in the movie. I think this is the wolf, right? The wolf. We got the tiger one, and then the other one is the sheep, the lamb or whatever. But this one was always my favorite. That's why I have it right here. I know there's some that go for quite a bit of money, like the I wouldn't say officially licensed because they never officially came out with some licensed Your Next masks. They're mostly custom, but they're kind of pricey. But what I pretty much did, I pretty much got like a wolf mask, and I just spray painted it white, dude. I just repainted it white, and I think that's what I might do with the next masks. Just get their basic animal masks, which probably go for cheap on eBay, dude, for sure. I think I got this for like I don't even know that it was like a couple damn years back, but it's a repaint of a regular fox mask, and I'm pretty sure that's what they did in the actual film. They just grabbed these, crappy plastic, shitty string masks, man, animal masks, and they just painted them white. And like I said, I really do I love these designs. I've actually done a costume test on this one, on the wolf. Your next costume test. I've actually done it, man, because like I said, I've always loved it. I love the designs. I love the movie. So yeah, definitely want to complete the other two masks. I might do a costume test on the other two as well. But yo, Corporal Hicks, what's up, man? I heard that better move. I think it's a better to move on from her. You know what, Corporal Hicks? Yeah, I did hear something like that. I think because I think Jamie Lee Curtis is she's coming back to horror. I think she has like a new horror movie coming out. I don't know if she's like a producer or a director, but she's involved in another horror movie. And yeah, I think it's because of that. I think it's because of that. The rumors always come back in and out. That Halloween is coming back with Jamie. It's gonna be another remake, a TV series, a movie, but nothing's been official yet. But you know what? But you know what, dude? Corporal Hicks. I think that's most likely what's gonna happen, dude. Because yeah, what else? I mean, Halloween. What else do they got? Like, to be honest, what else do they got? I feel like I just feel like they can't move on. I just feel like they can't move on. I think it'll be too of a risk for them, especially with this big ass franchise, right? The successful ass franchise that we all love, right? I feel like they just don't want to take the risk, dude. They gotta stick to what they know, and even though it's repetitive, dude. I mean, I've said it since the beginning. I've said it since Halloween Ends. Jamie Lee Curtis, her story has to be done, but yeah, the word has been floated. But like I said, I don't think it's. I think it's mostly speculation, though. I don't think it's like nothing confirmed. Uh, but I think the word started, swirling around, started coming back around because she is coming. She is coming back to horror. She's like involved in a brand new movie. Didn't pay too much attention to it, man. I just read articles or I just read headlines. Um, but yeah, man. But yeah, I guess she's back. I guess she needs that money, man. But yeah, I mean, of course, man. She's entitled to it. She's entitled to it. She's one of the scream queens for sure. So she gotta do her thing, man. She definitely got to do her thing because for sure. I mean, even if Jamie Lee Curtis is back in another Halloween film, it's gonna do numbers. It's gonna do all that, man. It's gonna do what it does. So they're not really tripping. They're not really. They're like cool. But at the same time, us fans were like, okay, again. But yeah, yeah, man. You know what? Like, honestly, I really do like Your Next um more than The Strangers. I like The Strangers. I rewatched it a few times, but at the time, I remember watching it for the first time. I didn't really like it like that. It took me a few watches for The Strangers. I mean, I love Liv Tyler. I know she plays like the lead role. I love her. She carried it on pretty cool, but it just seemed to, you know, I don't know, man. It took me a few rewatches, and the sequels were shit. I remember watching the last one on in theaters. I have no idea why. I should have sneaked in. I have no idea why I paid a ticket for The Strangers. What was it? Chapter one. terrible, dude. I heard that was like a already like a planned trilogy before it even came out. Uh, but since it came out and it did terrible, I guess they're not doing it. They're not doing the trilogy no more. Same thing with The Exorcist. You guys remember they confirmed this whole trilogy, right? Of The Exorcist Believer, The Exorcist Deceiver, and all this shit, right? Believer came out and it was a flop. You know, it didn't do shit. So where's Deceiver at? You know, and I know they're doing another Exorcist. I think it's coming out next year, dude. They got a whole new director. Um, I really don't know the exact details on it, but it's a whole new. It's another remake. It's literally another take on it. We'll see what's up, man. Like I said, when it comes to The Exorcist, that's just one of those that you can't duplicate. You know, I hope it's something different. I hope they don't fuck it up again. But we'll see what's up, man. Uh, but yeah, dude. I mean, but you're next. You're next, though. Yeah. Honestly, it's one of my favorites as well, man. It's one of my favorite home invasion movies. That's the one I always go back to. Like I really don't go back to The Strangers. There's a lot of good ones, man. But like I said, at that time is when it was popping. So, um, yeah, like I said, I remember being excited, dude. To with my sister, we would like we were still kids back then, so we would be watching like TV or whatever, and the TV spots would come on, and we would plan it out. Like, we're gonna go watch that movie. Uh, so yeah, man, I love Your Next. It sucks they didn't come out with the sequel, but if you really think about it, it really did not need a sequel. It really doesn't need a sequel. It is what it is. You gotta leave it at some films. You just gotta leave alone. And Your Next is one of those. And I know there's better films that they ended up remaking. Films that are better than Your Next ended up getting remade. But Your Next is a movie I think should be left alone. I think I'm kind of glad they didn't do a sequel to it. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, for sure. And you know what? I think I think money is the only reason why she did the Blumhouse ones, for sure. Because you guys know, man. These movies Halloween Ends was like the worst, the worst of the worst. But dude, it still did numbers. It's still gonna make its money. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that's how it is, when it comes to horror now, especially the legacy franchises. Um, it's all for the money, man, for sure. Um, because yeah, I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis has said plenty of times she will never return again. She always thought she's said it previously in interviews. She don't watch horror movies. She's not into it. She hasn't seen none of the Halloweens. I mean, I think that should tell you, she why she keeps returning, right? Uh, you know what, Johnny? I've been seeing TV spots. I've been seeing like little teasers, TV spots, trailers on it. Yeah, man. I think I do want to check it out. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the Final Destination, I have been like they've been having like some reruns of the Final Destination movies. I love the second one. The first one's cool. But I'm not like the hugest fan. But I definitely want to check that one in theaters, man. You know what? As a matter of fact, I was gonna go to the theaters on Friday, man. I was gonna go watch Drop. I think that's the new Blumhouse movie. I think it's Blumhouse, right? I really want to check that movie out, dude, but I just did not end up going, man. You guys know, man. Shit comes up. Uh, it's more of a thriller. It's more of like a thriller kind of movie, but I want to check it out because I've been seeing like posters everywhere. It reminds me just the whole trailer, the promotion. It reminds me of like a old school kind of vintage movie, man. So I want to watch that movie in theaters for sure. I might go this week, man. Like I said, this week I might be a little bit more free. I will be going. I will be live streaming. When I go to those Halloween stores. Stay tuned for that. And I want to go check that movie out, man. Drop. If you guys have seen the new movie Drop, what do you guys think about it? I actually haven't seen any reviews on it either. But I want to check it out, dude, because, dude, every bus stop around me has, like, the poster. I want to check it out. I'm interested. No Name Misfits. Hey man, what's up? What's up? Hope you guys are doing good, man. Like I said, hope you guys had a good Easter, man. If you guys celebrated or not, let me know what you guys did today. Like I said, man, you guys are probably like me. You Most of you guys are probably kind of like me. You know, we it's just another regular Sunday, man. Like I said, I just got home not too long ago, just chilling, man. Just came back from like little grocery shopping and stuff like that. I like how you put that, Corporal Hicks. Keep putting these movies out like fast food. Exactly, exactly, man. Yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. And yeah, and you know, David Gordon Green was signed on for the rest of the trilogy. You know, he was signed on as director, but dude, Exorcist Believer was so bad that he had to leave the project. You know, I get it. You know, it happens. You know that's what happens when you carry on a legacy franchise like that, especially a trilogy. I mean, how the hell do you confirm a trilogy before the first one is out? You know, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. You know, but it's part of the regular routine nowadays, I guess, when it comes to these franchises. You know, like I said, with the Strangers, they did chapter one before it even came out. They announced they were gonna do chapter two and chapter three. Where they at? You know, even chapter one, like I said, I can't believe I even paid a ticket for that. I should have snuck in or something, you know? Um, yeah, man. It's dumb. It's really dumb. I mean, Final Destination, like I said, it is kind of a comeback. It's been a minute since we had a Final Destination. Excuse me. But I want to check it out for sure. Most definitely. Excuse me. I want to check it out because, like I said, I still have those hopes that it's gonna, cause Final Destination is one of those franchises that it's kind of a product of its time as well, and I kind of wanna, you know, I want to go into that movie and kind of I want to feel that vibe again. I want to, you know, feel that time again. You could say kind of the same thing with the Saw movies. You know, they're a product of its time. So when you know the new ones come out, you just go in there to kind of, you know, kind of reminisce on them times, you know. Uh, so yeah, so Final Destination, I definitely want to watch. You know, definitely interested. Like I said, I've been seeing some TV spots and stuff like that. 14 years, yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I know the last one. I think the last one was five, right? It wasn't really as good. I think the last. I mean, but that's what happens with all franchises, right? It's always the last few ones that really kind of go downhill. But like I said, man, when it comes to a comeback, I mean, we're all there. We're all there, most definitely. Uh, my cousin actually, Machete. I don't know if you guys know Machete Slasher on YouTube, man. He's the one that put me onto Final Destination. Like I said, I never really considered them horror. In my opinion, I never really considered them horror like that. And like I said, I had recently rewatched them like not too long ago on TV, and yeah, they don't really feel like horror movies, man. They're more like a kind of like a, you know, more of like a, you know, sci-fi drama, you could say, but it's still solid enough. It's still solid enough for me to go check it out. So I might go check it out. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, this is Tony Todd's last film. I know he did pass away like a year ago, right? Rest in peace, man. Yeah, man. And it's crazy too because if you watch that trailer, dude, we see Tony Todd, right? And you know, we seen that he was sick, man, and it kind of, you know, it sucks to see him like that. Like, of course, Tony Todd was a big piece, a big key in the Final Destination movies, in a lot of franchises. He was in a lot of franchises, dude. Not just Candyman. He was in like in the Hatchet movies. What else was he on? I know he also was in the Night of the Living Dead remake. Yeah, man. It's sad. It sucks. It's sad. You know, but rest in peace to Tony Todd, man. Uh, I mean, yeah. I mean, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, man. Uh, Especially when it comes to these horror actors, man. I mean, they gotta, they gotta keep it pushing, But yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna try to make it to the theater for Final Destination. I think it's 6, right? Um, but yeah, man. Rest in peace, Tony Todd. I know he was in the last Candyman, dude. The last Candyman, that was a blur. I just don't remember. It's not one of those, memorable movies at all. I remember. I think I missed out work to go watch that stupid movie, dude. Uh, yeah, it's dumb. It's really, it's stupid. Uh, like it really wasn't memorable at all. Like, and I know Tony Todd did show up at the end, right, for a cameo or something. I literally thought he was. I remember thinking. I literally thought he was gonna be in the whole movie or throughout the movie, uh, but he wasn't, dude. So the new Candyman was like, like whatever. You don't really care about it. He was in the original Crow. Yeah, I'm not too. Yeah, I haven't honestly. I have seen the Crow, but it's been a while. But I was he okay? Yeah, he was in the original Crow. Uh, yeah, man. Like I said, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Tony Todd, man. Rest in peace, Brandon Lee as well, man. 'Cause Crow's a classic for sure, dude. That remake, I've never seen it. I know none of us seen it. Most likely, it came and went. These movies, a lot of these titles, man. A lot of these remakes have set examples. Like they haven't done shit. So, but yeah, dude. But yeah, guys. I mean, that's gonna be pretty much it. That was it for today's live stream. Just a quick one, man. I will be we'll be going live, like I said, this week, man. I will be trying to hit them stores, man. Trying to give you guys a walkthrough video. I know you guys will love it, man. Like I said, I even wanna. I'm on the hunt for a few things, or not a few things. I think the only thing I really want to get right now is the new Pamela figure by NECA. But even if they have it at them stores, I probably won't get it. I'll probably wait till I find it at Target or Walmart or something, because yeah, those stores are kind of overpriced. They're a little overpriced. So I really don't, when I go there, I just go for the heck of it. I just go to, kill some time, check out their scenery, right? But I really don't buy much from there, man. But we'll see what's up. I mean, there's some stuff that's worth it, that it's kind of not too far off from like the online prices. So I might get a few. I might, like, for example, I really want to get the Trick or Treat Studios hockey masks. I definitely want to. I know they have them in those stores now. I've seen them, man. I think they go for like $20 online. They're like 30, which is the crazy price if you ask me for some hockey masks. I know it's Trick or Treat Studios, dude, but damn, $30, 20, even 20 might be a lot, but we'll see what's up, man. That's why I never rush to get the Trick or Treat Studios hockey masks. I'm just wait till they go down in price, dude, because hey, you could get a blank for like $10 or like probably less, dude. I mean, back then, I remember like back then when I would do custom ones, I would pay, they were like $5, I think, a pop. They were like $5, $8. Now they're like 10, dude. They're probably over $10 now, $15 or some crazy, And then Trick or Treat Studios comes out with theirs, which I was really excited for, dude. I really do like the mold and the sculpt on the Trick or Treat Studio ones, but $20-$30, a little too much. So that's why I didn't rush to get them. I'm probably gonna wait till Halloween season comes about. They might have them might have them a little bit cheaper. But we'll see what's up, man. But that's gonna be pretty much it, man. Hope you guys had a good Easter. Shout out to all of you guys, Johnny, Melancholy, Corporal Hicks. Have a good night as well, man. Shout out to all of you guys, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a bit. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more live streams. We got some more good stuff coming up, man. Like I said, costume tests are right around the corner, so make sure you guys peep that out. Stay tuned. You guys take care. Have a good rest of your night. Still Michael Myers signing out.